Welcome to Actus Chiropractic. My name is Dr. Val Tompkins, and today I want to go over important stretches that I like to share with all my patients because I believe these are the real core stretches that are going to support your spine, especially what we do with the adjustment to help better keep our bodies in motion and moving. Part of the adjustment is to restore motion. And so by restoring motion, we want to train the muscles and also build better resilience with our body as we go along. And so doing this, we want to show a couple stretches. The first of the stretches is going to involve the hamstring. The hamstring stretch is very important because of the fact that the muscle here attaches to the pelvis, and it attaches to that posterior side of the pelvis. So if it's tight all day long, it's going to be pulling and cause a posterior tilt on the pelvis, which will create pressure on the low back. So to do this one, we want to go ahead and start with finding a spot where we can put our leg or our foot up on a step or a bench or a chair. So I'm going to come up. Now notice with this one, my plant foot is going the same direction as my leg. This locks the pelvis in so that I can isolate the hamstring specifically. If my foot points out, it's going to allow you to get more stretch on the groin, which isn't a bad stretch, but for the purpose of what we want to do with the low back, we want to make sure that we're keeping ourselves in good alignment. So for this purpose, I'm going to stabilize, and now I'm going to work on good posture, standing up through the shoulders and bringing my head up. And I'm actually going to tilt my chin and look up towards the ceiling as I do this. And I want to press my chest straight forward, not down. You'll see a lot of people try to go head to the knee, but for the purposes of the hamstring here, I actually want to push my chest forward so that we can come and get that nice steady stretch through the hamstring. I'm just going to go down to the point of pull and hold that for about 20 seconds. Afterwards, when we're done, we'll go ahead and pull that off and go to the other side. I recommend that we always do both sides when we're doing the stretching like this, so that we keep our body in good balance and moving properly. So we'll go ahead and show the right foot up. Again, good posture through the shoulders, chin up, chest goes straight forward ahead. And by doing this, we get that pull through the hamstring, a little bit down and behind the knee, and a lot of it will depend on where the tension rides in your leg and your body on what you do day to day. The second of the three stretches that I would like to share with you is going to involve the hip flexors. So hip flexors are important because a lot of people sit for their daily routine in a desk or a chair or drive a lot of mileage. And so when you're in this position here, that's going to cause these muscles on the front to shorten up. And so over time, those shortened muscles will actually create tension and pressure on the pelvis from the anterior side. The problem is because all the joints are in the back though, that people experience back pain even when the anterior muscles are firing. So we want to take time to stretch these anterior muscles. So to do this, I'm going to get into a position that looks like I'm going to take off into a running position. Notice I have my feet flat to the ground, and by having my feet flat to the ground, okay, now I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to have good posture through the shoulders, and we're going to lift our head so that we're in that position. Now the only thing I want to move in this is going to be a pelvic thrust forward. I don't want to slide over my knees or my ankles. We want to have a good stable position and push through the pelvis so pubic bone pushes forward until I get a nice subtle stretch on my posterior leg that is going back. We're going to hold that again for 20 seconds while we do that. Next, I'm going to shift. We'll do the other side. Again, good body position. Bend the knees. Pelvic thrust forward until I get that stretch on the posterior leg going back. And finally, for our third stretch, we're going to go in and work on the chest, because most of the things we do in our life happens to be in front of us. And so we're on cell phones, we're on computers, we're on all kinds of activities that happen in front of us. So our body over time tends to follow that pattern. And so we need to be able to break that tension up. So we're going to start with this one by stretching the chest. We're going to put our hands behind our head. We're going to lift our chin up and then pull the elbows back. Once I get to this position and hold that stretch, I'm going to add some deep breathing. I'm going to do this by breathing in through the nose. And when I breathe in the nose, I'm going to take in as much air as I possibly can until I feel it press against my spine. Once I've hit my full inspiration, now I'm going to exhale and I'm going to blow out through my mouth. And now I'm going to repeat that breathing sequence 5 or 6 times. This will allow me to get to that point where I get that 20 to 30 second hold in this position. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video on these stretches. If you have questions, please take time to call my office or schedule your next appointment on my website at www.actuschiropractic.com. Thank you and have a great day.